Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of a brand new helmet from Sparks. This is called the Helios. This is Sparks' first foray into the modular market. Now, you're looking at a helmet, polycarb construction, DOT rated. It's going to be a very simple yet effective option for those of you that aren't looking to spend $400 but need a modular helmet. There's some other players in the marketplace. The Bell Revolver is very stylish and important. HJC makes a couple modular, stub $200. But the Sparks, in our opinion, is a pretty complete design, starting around that $160 mark and going up from there into different graphics packages. There's also a high-vis or really extremely bright yellow option for this helmet as well. From a fit standpoint, you're looking intermediate oval. It's a similar fit from what we see from the SO7, some of the other Sparks helmets, except for the tracker, which is decidedly round. So if we look at it, we've talked basics. If you're new to the modular range, the first thing you need to know is there's your mechanism and there's your chin bar. So it's a single hinge chin bar, it's not an elliptical hinge, pretty basic operation. And if we look at it, one of the things I actually really like about the Sparks helmet is I like the profile. Where the Bell Revolver is going to be really, or the Revolver Evo is really going to be a streamlined and aggressive shaped helmet, this helmet's a bit more universal, a bit more well-rounded. I think you can really rock this guy out in a lot of different riding scenarios and be pretty comfortable. From a ventilation standpoint, obviously with the chin bar down, you're looking at 3 key vents. You have your chin vents, which I'm calling them the Lando Calrissian vents because they look like his costume in Return of the Jedi. Just me, anecdotally, that's what jumped out at me. And you have two-position chimney vents, one position closed halfway and open, that are actually pretty easy to use with this large ridge, with a glove on. I will say that it is a new style shield for this modular here from the Helios, from Sparks. It's going to come with the pin lock posts, but I will say one of the things that I'm nitpicking at that I'd like to see them improve going forward is that the shield change mechanism it's not a fast change mechanism. It's not as easy as it could be. But I will say that with a caveat that it doesn't matter as much because this helmet has a sun visor. Built in, spring-loaded, retractable into the helmet with a locking mechanism. Here's my mechanism down here. You can see it's very simple to use. You push it down, simple to find with a glove, part of the ridge down here. Now, if we look at it past that, let's spin it backwards. Big Venturi vent in the back, and notice with the shape and the profile, at speed, you're going to have that vacuum behind. Air is going to come in, circulate through your scalp, pull sweat and heat away, and it's going to get sucked out through the Venturi vent. There are some basic helmets in that sub-$200 range that don't have vents on the back. It's a nice touch when they step up and they do the engineering to work it into the shell because, again, it aids in the vacuum effect of the ventilation. If we pull the Helios over and tip it on its side, you're going to see the bottom of this guy. You have your chin spoiler, you're going to have your comfort liner and your cheek pads, and then you have a non-removable neck roll system that has an area that's going to be wicking and a bit more comfortable for some added ventilation in the back. So at this point, let's put the chin bar up and let's start to dismantle. So we have areas of Velcro and some snaps. The cheek pads are pretty simple, and I did mention it's going to be an intermediate oval fit, so it's not going to be round. It's going to be a little bit more of what you're used to seeing from a lot of manufacturers right now that should fit a really solid cross-section of riders. Also, as I pull the comfort liner out, it's one of the things actually I like that they did. They did Velcro along the forehead and they did snaps in the back. Typically, you're never going to feel these snaps. They're down around the back of the neck roll. They're down kind of below where your ear line would be, so you're not going to feel them. And notice the 3D liner here, and there's going to be solid cutouts for ventilation. What they didn't do is put any snaps here up along the forehead. Sometimes you see manufacturers put those snaps in different places, and depending on where they are in the shape of your head, you can get a pressure point. What I like about this helmet is it Velcros in the front, and there's really nothing up here that's going to get in the way or create a hot spot, as long as you have a basic or intermediate or neutral overhead shape. Now, if we look at it, once we get to the inside, one of the things, again, that I like here is on this helmet, they have cutouts or a depression here that you could add a Bluetooth communicator or two, which is nice. So you're going to have a little bit of room to add that speaker in there. And then you're also going to have channeling here. As I tilt, see there's our channeling that goes out the back for the Venturi vents, and as I go towards the front, you're going to see nice big slots where the chimneys on the front are going to have airflow that comes in. And this is a large, we weighed it and we found it to be no more heavy than what you'd expect from a polycarbonate a polycarbonate modular within the lineup that's in that sub $250 price point. So we want to hear what you think at a glance of the Helios here from Sparks. If you're just seeing it for the first time, if you're riding in it, let us know your experience. Leave us feedback, either thumbs up or thumbs down, or leave us a comment or a question on our YouTube page at RevZilla.com, or RevZillaTV.com rather. And then also you can always subscribe to us. Going forward, we review new gear every week, and we'd be happy to keep you up to date as we go along and release new gear reviews. As always, if you have any questions, shoot us a line. See us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. The Helios is over $38. Ship for free, exchange for free, no restock if you need to send it back. And as always, you can earn Teamzilla cash on any order over $100 to be applied to your next order, save you some money in the long run. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the Sparks Helios modular helmet, available at RevZilla.com/Sparks. And also remember, 5-year crash replacement warranty for the Sparks helmets. So police report and a crashed helmet gets you a replaced helmet. Keep that in mind. It's one of the better programs within the industry. Thanks for watching our video here today. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.